Admiral's log. The hour of reckoning has arrived, heralded by the ominous silhouette of the Italian fleet as it sails boldly into the Yellow Sea, a specter of doom looming on the horizon. 7 battleships, their steel hulls gleaming in the morning sun, stand as a formidable testament to the might of our adversaries, their escorts trailing in their wake like silent guardians of death. I have dreaded this moment, feared the day when the European forces would descend upon us, interfering with my plans against Japan. As I stand upon the deck of my flagship, watching the enemy approach with a heavy heart, I know that this is a battle we cannot afford to lose. With much of our fleet tied up in operations supporting our invasions on enemy shores, our resources are stretched thin, our defenses weakened. The Italian fleet knows this, senses our vulnerability like a predator scenting blood in the water, and they will not hesitate to exploit it to their advantage. We will fight tooth and nail to defend our homeland, to repel the invaders and send them fleeing back to the depths from whence they came. For though the odds may be stacked against us, though the road ahead may be fraught with peril, we will not falter, we will not yield.
Hey guys, Stealth here and welcome back to the Chinese campaign. The Chinese campaign that was supposedly going to bring Japan to its knees, and it has. Then Japan came back, and then all sorts of weird and wonderful things started happening, and now I'm fighting a fleet of Italians. Yes, I don't know how we got here either. It's a sizable amount of battleships. They are pretty old ships as well. They're Eridano-class battleships. Now you can see the 1911 in their name, which means that these things have been refit in 1911. It is 1919 now. These ships have not seen maintenance in a long time. And potentially those 9-inch, yes, that's their primary weapon, and 10-inch guns are only directed by a really poor rangefinder. So they should not be that dangerous. As for the rest of their ships, it's a couple of heavy cruisers. They are packing some 7.5-inch guns. Light cruisers packing 6.1s. They're slow light cruisers as well. And a couple of DDs. I suspect these are, again, moderately refit, but about 9 years ago. So those torpedo launchers probably don't have the range. I only have one battleship. It's the Owen Perez of the UA5 battleship. Mine is also 1910. So my ship is just as old as theirs. Older in some regards. I, however, do have the Alexander Oliveira and the Emmanuel K. These are battle cruisers with 13.3-inch guns. They not only are faster, but they also outrange the enemy. And that is something I expect to use to my advantage. My ships are also aided by a lot of heavy cruisers. These are ships that are quite capable with their 10-inch guns. Some of them are the 1910s, some of them are the 1914 refits. I have newer ships. I have newer designs, but I never got around to refitting them because I'm constantly invading here, there, and everywhere. So, as such, we're going to have to try and disrupt their torpedo, or their formation with a lot of torpedoes. I suspect that my destroyers, being definitely newer, 1914, have more range, and I'm going to exploit that advantage. Now, here again, the fleet. This is going to be a lot of stuff to manage. I'm going to be directing mostly the DDs and the battle cruisers. The heavies and the lights I'll keep as escort ships. That should make it a bit easier to figure out who's doing what. Now, Owen Perez has been fighting in previous encounters and has taken some damage. The battle cruisers, fortunately, slightly damaged, but very much capable. The enemy, with those 10-inch guns, I don't think they're going to have a lot of range. Yeah, 17 clicks. Okay, that's a bit more than expected. The real question is, what are they guided by? Are these things actually capable of sending those shells accurately onto targets? My suspicion is that they're not. Now, what I want to do is spread out my destroyers in 2 groups of 5 and get these guys into positions from where they can torpedo the enemy. So we're going to have a couple of these guys join the other fleet, or join the other group. So that is the Lorden and the Swindler. You guys are gonna join Div 9. No, not Div 9. Where's the other DD Div? Oh, great. Okay, fine. Just the Lorden then. Lorden's gonna join this line. You, my friend, are gonna join the other line. And now I got 2 destroyer lines of 5. Getting these things in a decent position is going to take a bit of time, considering that we're just sailing in a couple of big battle lines. Now, the battle cruisers are a bit faster than the battleship, but not by that much. Having these things slow down would benefit my accuracy, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. It would also give my ships a bit more opportunity to fall into a position that's advantageous. So, the Owen Perez is going to start to turn port ever so slightly. As for the light cruisers, these things are, in essence, torpedo boats. You might not look it, but they do have torpedo launchers, although some of these are quite old. I don't have nearly as many torpedo launchers as I would have liked. So, yeah, okay, sorry, it's a different ship class that I was confusing them with, because I thought that I augmented some of these with a lot of portside torpedo launchers. Sadly, I did not. Okay, so all light cruisers in one big formation. All the heavy cruisers in one big formation. You guys are going to set to... might as well screen the battleship, I guess. Have the battle cruisers join this group. Have the CLs screen the battleship as well. So that's the plan. Screen, eliminate, and torpedo. The game is already starting to stutter a bit, having to generate all the physics and animations for this many ships. I think we might have a spotting advantage here. Yeah, there we go. Now they spotted the battlecruiser. My torpedo range is 8.9. Those enemy ships are very numerous, and that actually kind of works to my advantage right now, because I will be able to bring more torpedoes to bear against them. And it's going to cost them a bit more time to try and get all those torpedoes, or to get all those ships realigned, in a sense that they'll be able to actually shoot, or at least try to get as many guns firing as possible, and I'll be able to disrupt the whole formation and blow some of them up. I don't even need to coordinate these torpedo attacks, not really, because right now I should be able just to outrange them a bit. Slow these guys down. Outrange them a bit with the torps. Yeah, let's eliminate this guy first, because it is a heavy cruiser and it is gonna cause issues for my destroyers. We need this one out of the way first, before I start losing the DDs, which I think might very well be my primary weapon in this engagement. Let's smoke up. Other DDs on the other side. They're approaching range at which they can become useful. This is their CA, armed with 7.5s. Okay, hold on, my dear light cruiser. You're a screening force for a battleship, but your battleship's 4 kilometers back. You're getting a bit aggressive. Oh, great, they got a destroyer. That destroyer is in a bit of an unfortunate position, because I was really hoping that the destroyer would actually be on the other side, like there, so that my destroyers can torpedo these guys without really getting into trouble, or without getting my torpedoes detected early. Why are you guys all panicking? Could you kindly fall back in line? And can we pretty please do some damage? Yes, that's more like it. 12.2-inch guns, dealing some serious damage. That's the stuff. Light cruisers, smoke yourself up. I'm going to save torpedoes, because I generally don't trust my ships. Having seen a couple of ships torpedo each other with spectacular results. Not all of them good. Here's the CA group. Here's the BB and BC group. 9 kilometers out. Now, my suspicion is that if I can eliminate the Italian fleet here, I can pretty quickly put an end to the war with the Italians. And I'm really not that interested in fighting the Italians, because they don't have anything here. And I am very much uninterested in trying to go after their colonies. Because that, I think, is part of what cost me the previous campaign. You see, the enemy had quite a lot of colonies back then, and I started just picking and pocketing colonies everywhere. And this led to trouble, because as I started collecting more and more colonies, I had to protect more and more transports, and I couldn't. There were too many transports for me to defend with the already stretched thin navy that I had at the time. So this meant I was unable to bring any of my ships into favorable positions and do all the protecting that I needed, which cost me the transports, cost me the economy, and we just went into a whole negative spiral there. Rel, you are about to take all sorts of damage, and they just won't turn. CAs, set to torpedo with void mode. What the fuck? Whose torps are these? Oh, good lord. You're torpedoing the heavy cruiser? It's the fucking... No, hold on. I don't understand where these torpedoes came from. Because it's not the Lucas, it's not any of the other CAs, it could be him. But that just wouldn't really make a whole lot of sense. Because they came from over there. But I'm doing 32 knots and these torpedoes are doing 20... Nah. My ships are fast, but they're not so fast that they outrun their own torpedoes. That would be a bit weird. Wait, you... I thought you were going to get your ass torpedoed. Guess not? Like I said, weird and wonderful things are happening. Torpedoes away, torpedoes away, torpedoes away. Okay, DDs, come back. And try not to die. The other DDs that I had parked over on the side should be able to come back in. Because there are more ships to engage. That is good damage against the Bolzano. Very good. That is some damage against my DDs. If you're here, you might as well torpedo the battleship. You just torpedoed the heavy cruiser? Really? God, this is turning into such a mess. Not even with the heavy cruisers involved yet. I'm gonna just take control of the heavies because I don't really trust them to do what I want them to do. Engage this, use HE. And for the love of God and my sanity, don't torpedo anything. How are we looking with the torpedo attack? In transit. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Jesus. I swear that I'm doing more damage to myself. But thankfully, we're not quite at that level yet. Look at the guy Shafir over here. Look at this guy. Pun intended. What is this clusterfuck? Much like myself, the AI doesn't know what's going on either. I don't know. There's torpedoes everywhere. Yep, let's just trade another torpedo, shall we now? Boom! 35,000 points of damage. Can you please, pretty please, return the favor? Set launchers too aggressive. No. You missed your window. I can't even explain why the CL is all the way over there. Because it's supposed to be part of that group. Oh well, okay. How are my capital ships doing? Pretty nicely, well away from the battle. Just slugging against the heavy cruiser. What boinked into my... Ow! Ow. There go my light cruisers again. Okay, just leave, if you will. Walls of skill should be arriving momentarily. How well are these things protected? Many bulkheads. Okay. Reinforced bulkheads, anti-flood, anti-torp 1. Ooh. It's dangerous, my friend. Considering the amount of torpedoes that are currently passing through. Unfortunately, the DDs over here can't actually launch. They're way too far away. And on top of that, they are also going to get detected by probably the Antonio. You don't have a hydrophone, do you? No. Dud? Come on. At least they're now open to attack. Chance to pen is 0? The whole broadside? What? You what? You put a fucking 20-inch belt on a battleship. Dude. That's new. Holy crap. Okay. New plan. Torpedo these ships. At least you took a torpedo now. Look at this thing. It might have a big armored belt, but it is definitely vulnerable to fire. And flash fires are going to only exacerbate the problem. Are you guys dodging torpedoes or what? You kind of are. Okay, actually, let's keep that on. Let's keep launching torpedoes as a secondary objective. I need you to eliminate the light cruisers, and like, if you have a shot, torpedo this. Oh, your rangers, you're right. That's what I get for not upgrading my cruisers. The torpedo range is only 3 kilometers. There's another flash fire. This ship should be dead. Structural integrity is only 0.7, and their buoyancy is... There we go. A bit of a problem. There are still plenty of these battle cruisers... Sorry, battleships around, though. Wait, what the hell? Oh, the damn change mechanic. Okay. Game is definitely stuttering a bit with everything that's going on. I don't want any of this change nonsense. They're definitely hating on the destroyers right now. Which I understand, because they're the biggest threat. But to start firing 10-inch shells at my DDs is arguably a bit much. It does, however, provide a very nice distraction for everything else. No tight formation, normal formation, auto torpedo. Well, no, not with capitals. Come on, we need to get rid of these. They're torpedo hazards for the capital ships. Get rid of them. The Bolzano is still hunting down my DD force. Shit. If I launch now, I might be in range. Okay, fine, launch it. Just go aggressive, dump these torpedoes into the water and back off. Torps, torps. Torps. Good enough. Get out. Still need you guys later. I'm intentionally launching a bouquet from various angles so that definitely a few of the torpedoes are going to start messing with the heavy cruiser and the battleships. That's the goal anyway. Okay, so the Tripoli went down. Focus fire on the Libya. Pick your own ammo. How armored is that? Good lord. You should be able to pen that, right? Yeah. AP shells should be able to go through that. Now, their battleships are definitely making my life very tough for the heavy cruisers, but thankfully these guys are heavily armored. 8.5-inch armor belt. And that should make it a bit more difficult for them to get rid of my heavy cruisers. Come on! Still another one on the way, but it looks like the Bolzano might dodge that. DDs, still 50 seconds from smoke. Uh-oh. Incoming torpedoes. Heavy cruisers should auto-dodge. There goes the Libya, finally. We're turning into one big formation here. Yeah, this is definitely not the most organized battle that I've done in a while. These things happen. Sometimes in the heat of battle, it just kind of get messed up. Got a torpedo potentially colliding with ship here. We got fish still moving towards the other battleships somewhat. There goes the Dearborn. This ship has just completely decided to give up. Come on, boys. No reason to give up now. You guys have torpedoes. What's the range? 6.6, so we're within torpedo range. Battleships. Battle cruisers only when you have a good solution. This heavy cruiser is getting in the way a bit. You're shooting what? No, dude. This, right here. These BBs have definitely taken a pounding. You took torpedoes, didn't you? You took 6? Okay, good man. Good man. Heavy cruisers are taking the pounding and continuing on their course. You smoke? Doesn't really matter, does it? You're gone. Alright. I need to stop with all this war waging and start refitting my ships. Because I am not really able to keep up this level of entertainment for a while. The constant damage that my ships are taking and the constant invasions means that they're definitely getting outdated. Not as outdated as the Italians, but outdated nonetheless. Torpedo in the water, not a threat. David Titus, however, would be in his rights to bug out. I hope I can keep some of these heavies alive. Might also be time to design a new heavy cruiser, because they're not bad ships, but they are old. And that hull is, well, I think I have better hulls at this point. Uh-oh. Manuel K is taking a lot of damage. Why is the Owen over there? Were you stuck behind a heavy cruiser? Is that it? Because that would be a bad spot. The Emmanuel's flooding very quickly. Try to fall back. Retreat. Italy's gonna owe me a lot of money after we're done with this. Try not to get torpedoed, Alexander. Increase the flank, you're gonna take it amidships, aren't you? Well. And it's a dud. Could have been a heck of a lot worse. Do you have a torpedo in your ass? You got a launcher on your stern, right? You do. Recommend you actually poop out a torpedo on your way out. More torps coming in. The battleship is almost down. The other ones are very much alive. CA group. The 38 tails needs to disengage. Retreat. There she goes. Owen Perez is also trading torpedoes now. What the fuck are you even shooting, dude? This, please. What the hell was that about? Chance to pen now is actually really good. Chance to pen me. Well, I'm also pretty fragile at this point. Everybody's at risk. How are my DDs doing? Oh, you're nicely like 20 kilometers out of the fight. Okay, fine. You're gonna retreat? You're too far away from this fight to ever make another impact. These other guys, I don't know, they might still be useful. Might still be useful, because there's still 3 more battleships out there. Emmanuel's retreating. Alexander's full health. Alexander, there's a battleship right here, dude. Owen, turn. No, you're fine. You're fine. Focus on this, turn back out. I want the heavy cruiser group focusing down this other battleship. Because they're definitely taking a lot of damage, and they just torpedoed the Owen again. But he's already in a turn, so we should be fine. You're flooding again. That's a lot of damage against the David. There's 3 battleships bearing down on you, you're done. I think this is the biggest fight we've had so far. I like it. Come on. Decommission this ship. The violent way. Wait, you launched a torp? Really? Oh, never mind. Chances of that actually hitting are relatively minor. Now, the San Giuseppe is flooding, badly burning, has lost a lot of her crew. The Sacralega is an entirely different story. I'm going to rush it with the ships here, with the heavy cruisers. Because it's a tough ship, but it's also an older ship. Many bulkheads, anti-torp 1, single hull bottom, reinforced head bulkheads 1, anti-flood 2. Oh shit, there goes the Owen. 38 tails sinks, yeah, that was to be expected. I'm gonna start flooding, I'm gonna be dead here. Damn. Traded against the San Giuseppe. Emmanuel's almost already killed off. Alexander's running off. Doesn't really need to. Torpedo in the water. Should be fine. Should be fine. Yeah, we're gonna pass that. My biggest concern right now is that there's 2 full health battleships and a badly hurt one. That is going to be difficult to deal with. Torpedo away from Lucas Weinman. Come on, guys. Come on. We can still push these guys out of this area. Please don't dud. That's a good hit. That's their bow. That's a good hit. There is a chance that this thing is going to return the favor. But it does seem that their only torpedo launchers were loading and they only got 1 torp left. 3 more torpedoes away from Lucas. Chances of connecting are slim to none. Well... no, they're fine. Torpedo out from the Excellent Gaming. Also doesn't look too good, but the ship definitely has issues. Finding itself stuck in the middle of a wolf pack of heavy cruisers. Now, I'm not intent on burning this thing down, letting the game auto-select their ammo. If I burn it down, fine. If not, we'll just have to punch a couple of holes in the sides and make it flood. We have options. I'm holding off on further torpedo launches because I might need those against the other gentlemen that are still out there. The other battleships. It's very interesting seeing an Italian Doomstack suddenly appear in the Asian theater, though. As far as I'm concerned, they don't really have a business being here. Beyond picking a fight specifically with me. And I don't really know what they're going to get out of it. Because the chance that they'll actually get territory is extremely limited. Because I simply wouldn't allow it. Target the Bolzano. Let the heavy cruisers deal with the battleship. You're 12% buoyancy now. Seven, 6, 5. Yeah, you're going down. Okay, prepare to engage the Bolzano, because that thing is definitely a threat now. Being armed with torpedoes and everything. Turn the guns around. Armor? Not as much. Should be able to make this thing flood out pretty quick. Conning tower damaged. Buoyancy limited. Structural integrity dropping quickly. There goes your conning tower. More flooding. Yeah, you're done for. The battleships are still closing, about 13 kilometers out. My DD group is retreating with the other one. About 17 clicks out. Let's push them in a little bit. What's happening here then? Oh, it's the Emmanuel K that's retreating. Okay, fine. Okay, heavy cruiser eliminated. Come around. Start dealing with the other guy. Alex, I want you to take out the Carlo. There will be no stragglers, there will be no survivors. The Italians came here to fight. Well, we gave them a fight. It definitely cost me some ships. But it cost them a lot more. And let's say I was planning on decommissioning some ships anyway. This is just not the way that I figured to go about it. Oh. CLs are still here? Surprising. Whatever's left of the CLs. Colin Donnelly is fighting her flooding with all she's got. I'm hoping to start aggroing these battleships with everything else now. Oh, they're still targeting the Emmanuel. Okay. BDs are back in the fight. Alright. Heavy cruisers, hard over. DDs, get ready. Drago Volante. All guns aimed at the heavy cruiser, probably the Lucas, which is fine. It gives my DDs another opportunity to get a little closer before coming under murderous fire from all these secondaries. That battleship has to go down, but I don't want to waste a torpedo attack on it. Sadly, the DDs are in a pretty awful spot for a torpedo attack. Hello! Can you not? We're kind of sneaking up on these things. I would have loved to be behind or in front of them. Attack plan. You. Freaky chain. Come on, slow down. The freaky chain and the jock. You're going to engage this. You two, you're going to engage that. Off you go. I'm not sure why these guys continuously run into each other. Maybe they're still on that torpedo dodge maneuvering. Torpedoes. Away, away. Not sure why the stern launcher wasn't waking up. The Jock just launched their torps. Ooh, the Empress. She got her torpedoes away, but the whole ship's gone. Beerborn is underwater. I'm not sure why that ship is still registering as an active combatant then. Oh, there goes the Jock. Freaky chain, don't turn into the enemy. Turn out. Move away. This is really not the place for you to be right now. Okay, that last battleship is badly hurting. They have no more ammo for the 10-inchers. Possibly due to the fact that one of their turrets decided to fly off. Yeah, they got 4 and 6 shells, that's it. Okay. The Emmanuel has survived, that's excellent. And these guys are now going to be faced with a very torpedo-heavy issue. Lorden, if you want to live, don't do that. Don't do that. The heavy cruisers are also joining this fight, but their effectiveness is a bit limited, as they only have AP ammo. Alright. Come on, maul these things with the torps. Missed? Missed? Missed everything? Yeah. There goes the Lorden 3. Okay. I guess that means we're gonna have to push in with torpedoes again. Not particularly a great prospect, but I have to take it out. Can you please finish up your business with the Carlo? I need you elsewhere. Josh Miller leading the charge yet again. This ship has probably come under a lot of fire. Look at that. 800 shells fired at her. Oh, Lucas Weinman. What happened to you? 10-inch shells happening to you repeatedly. Okay. Loose formation. I need you guys mobile. Lucas. And the excellent gaming. Disengage. Try to retreat. The other two. going. Problem is, these guys are just as fast as I am, so catching them for a torpedo attack is a bit rough. The only thing I can hope for is that the flooding will slow them down just enough for me to get that torpedo in there. Good damage. 10-inch shell as well. Well, at short range, we should be able to get some work done with the 10-inchers. Not losing as much shell speed as the travel trajectory is shorter. Is my bow launcher malfunctioning or what? Yeah, it's been destroyed. Fine. Port side, starboard side, still ready. Hard starboard. We're gonna pump this guy full with your port side torpedo launchers. The original pump and dump. Ken, your bow launcher is available. Alright, we're gonna split. You are gonna turn. Don't worry about dodging anything. You're gonna hold off. You're gonna continue on your course. Josh, hard to starboard with everything you got. Come on. Get those torps in there. This would be a phenomenal time to launch. And they just don't. Damn it. Okay, fine. Ken, if you get an opportunity, it's all yours. Torpedo turret launchers very, very slowly turning onto the target. If at all. What? Here. Target this. What the fuck? They're not even turning. This is a little frustrating. I mean, without torpedo launchers, I don't really have anything that these heavy cruisers can do against these ships. Ow. Are you done yet? Good lord, you're still not done? This thing has the firepower of a destroyer. Just sink it already. So both the Ken and the Josh refuse to launch? And that's with these things set to aggressive. And I don't believe that they did not have an opportunity to launch. They just refused to. Oh. One launch. Yes. Dud! No. Aquavolante is taking Ken for a good beating over here. Got no chance to pen. Ah, there, finally the Carlo's down. Alex, get over here. Josh still has a couple of torpedoes left. If only we would actually launch those and they wouldn't be duds. That would be much, much appreciated. Go on. Pressure him. Crew loss is not going to cause the kill here. Hold on, you torpedoed something? Yeah. Nice try, though. You actually did get a hit, it seems. Yeah, you did get a hit. That's a lot of flooding. Josh launched a torp. But from right behind the Drago, chances of that working is minimal. There goes the Ken. Oh, he fought very well. 20,000 points of damage. 26 for the Josh so far. My price tag, 47 million. What's yours? Ow. 178. Ramming speed, Josh. You always got one torpedo left. But this much flooding, I'm wondering if I can actually make it there. Oh, it's getting worse. It's getting much, much, much worse. I should have not pulled all these DDs out of the fight. I mean, that's a lot of torpedoes that could have been useful. Yeah, the Josh is gonna sink. Oh, where did those torps come from? Josh holding on to 7% buoyancy. Come on, dude. Make it work. Come on, Josh. No. No. Don't flood now. You still have a bit of speed left. Ow. Ah, get him. Missed him. Crap. Where's my battle cruiser at? Here, the Alex. Ah, it's here. Hello, Alex. The Josh holding on 2% buoyancy. Absolute champ, this heavy cruiser. Yeah, died like a champ. There's a lot of firepower getting lost on my side. I'm gonna have to replace a lot of ships here. And at this rate, I'm going to lose the Alexander. Ooh, that's good damage. That's the stuff. I am pretty bladed, so I shouldn't be that vulnerable to that Drago over there. Blocked? Come on. Use the torpedo. I need it. We need that damage output. That's good hit. Buoyancy should be killing it. 15, 14, 12. Dropping to 4. Done. Okay. Oh, they're coming back. Oh, and the torpedo was a dud. Fine. Oh god. Now I'm going to ram. This is not the moment that I want to ram the ship, because that will cost me the battle cruiser. Oh. Dead battleship doing another 1800 points of damage. 2400. That's a lot of flooding on the Alex. I think the Alex is done. Ow. 3, 2, 3, 1. You're gonna be dead. Damn it. This was a very expensive battle. Holy shit. This was a very expensive battle. 7 battleships. That's what I was fighting. I'm gonna try and bring the DDs back. See if they're gonna get here in time. I kinda doubt it though. Because they're 170 kilometers out. Yeah, that won't work. The CAs are trying to disengage. And the Volante, the Aquila might be coming after them. Hopefully I can disengage soon. A good bit later, I finally brought all the DDs back. Now, I don't quite understand how they got back in time. Because I had about 2 hours left. The DDs were 170 kilometers away. I get that these guys are fast, right? I believe a nautical mile is about 1.9 kilometers. Something to that effect. 1.8. So let's say these DDs are doing 45 kilometers an hour. That would mean, and I'm not counting the speed of the battleship because it doesn't have much, that they would travel like 45 to 50, maybe 60 kilometers an hour. They got back in about an hour. They traveled 170 kilometers in an hour. So we're gonna have to have another chat with the time travel department, because I think these guys did amazingly well. Let's go and engage this battleship. And try and put it down once and for all. Or rather once, because then I don't need to put it down again. Try and attack from 2 different vectors. I get 1 shot. I have 6 torpedoes left. That's all we get. Whoops. Hold on, boys. You need to join the Unbekannts. You. Together, this way. Don't change any nonsense. You need to... You can't smoke up, can you? Swindler. KG, follow the Swindler. Thought I disengaged 2 of them and then it'll be fine. It was not. Thankfully, they do have a bit of a limited ammo situation, but they still can probably make my life more difficult with those 4-inchers. Alright, range is about 4. This is turning into a heck of a mess, but whatever. Especially the KG, whatever. We'll split off the KG again. You're going to torpedo again. Swindler. Unbekannt, if you are at all interested in your prolonged lifespan, I would highly encourage you to launch your torpedoes. There we go. And now, get the hell out. The Wolfdean Styles launched from directly ahead. We have another launch from Swindler at another angle. So they're getting attacked from here, here, and there. And I got the KG as a reserve. Ow, 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 ow. These damn ships are dangerous. There goes the Unbekannt. Get some revenge here. 3 torps. Flash fire. Now we're going to add the destruction from the KG. Although she might not need to. Thankfully, it's gone. Well, that was an expensive fight, I'll give you that much. I lost 15 ships. Jesus. I got 100,000 victory points out of that. But, good lord, the Owen Perez is gone. Thankfully, she's an older battleship. The Alexander Oliveira, old Tangshan class battleship. Well, older, sorry, battle cruiser. The Josh Miller, the Ken Rozak, the David, 38 Tails, the Guy. Yeah, we lost the Guy. The Rel is gone. Lost a good number of destroyers. Oof. Big oof. Now, it was a particularly long battle, so if you're still here, I compliment you for your longevity. These battles, I don't know. Sometimes I'm thinking, should I edit parts out? But then you kind of don't really see the whole picture. Yes, I'll agree to your stupid peace treaty. You don't really see the whole picture, so I don't really see how I got from one point to another. Ah, we did manage to get some crew back. Tajikistan? Okay. Fair enough. Okay, Northwest Korea. Ooh, this is not going well. Then again, I don't have any fire support there. How's the fire support here? 38%. Not great. Here... 18% only. 18% only. I'm very interested in seeing what the Italians are going to be doing with the peace treaty, but we'll have to look at that in a future episode. This one has come to an end. Thank you for watching the whole slog of a battle, and I'll see you guys soon for the other one.